Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Now if they can just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Allen. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you want to make sure that on an opening drive that you at least stay out there for a while and get into the flow of the game. The 3 and out would have been problematic, but that's a good throw there to ensure they get another set of downs.
Hey, home.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Allen now looks to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Shakir hauls it in. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And now leaving with a second and just a few inches left. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now this time, Allen will throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in his opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Allen from the gun on third down. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Prater for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And not much happening on the return. He's going to get this to about the 23.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And the Dolphins now with a first and 10 at their own 23. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. You look at this Buffalo defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. Here's Tua. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on fourth down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
To throw, it's Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. They get 11 back on that. It leads to third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Here's Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. The Bills at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now Allen. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. To the air, Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up second down. Back to the ground, Cook. Great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They run again on first down. Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Allen to throw it. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Allen going to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 14-0.
Bills 14. Dolphins nothing. Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he returns this to the 22.
The return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And it's still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2. They'll run for it with Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball.
but oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Ikhine with it. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now Tua. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Tua going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he will take it in for the Dolphins touchdown. De'Von Achane with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Allen now looks to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Tua, the final shot before half. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. That is caught. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. But they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Up the middle, Achane. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime Minks had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 7.
44. Ready. 22.
Tua sets up to pass it. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. On the handoff, it's Achane. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Here's Tua. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Off the play action. Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
Running right, here's Achane. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's the linebacker, Matt Milano, getting up and stopping him for a loss.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Looking to pass. Tua gets this one to Hill. He's got room at the 30. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's good for Dolphins. First down.
All right, come on.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Go ahead.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Sanders' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Get the ball back for us.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
17-yard line.
All that Drake, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying my
Allen. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Sanders on for the extra point. Now this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point, and this is going to be a delay of game. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
17, Bills 14. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And all in all, pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. Allen going to run with it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's Allen to throw it. That's taken in by Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 75 yards receiving for him now. And it's a 1st down. He's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Trying, and he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. And when you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. Just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Well, now they'll try the end around. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Now Allen. Shakir hauls it in. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Throwing now is Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ball game. This from 44 yards away. Prater's kick is good. And the Bills have tied the game here in the 4th. So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 7. A give, running right, Achane.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Out route to Hill, complete. Oh, what a move. Fighting through, and he's got space. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 51 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead.
17. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On play action, Allen. Open man is Palmer. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So nothing doing there, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Up the middle, it's Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A 10th carry of the game for Cook.
He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. And gives him a nice pickup. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll try and run forward with Davis. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Round 80! We go!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now 1st and goal.
180! What is that? We go!
Cook will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Reggie Gilliam taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 24-24. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 21, T.A.
Throwing Tua. Gets this to Waller. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Now H.N. on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Now Tua. Connecting with Hill. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop the football. They're trained to catch everything.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tua. And that is incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Here we go. This is 4th down. Here's Tua. Over the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
They'll run on 1st down with Wright. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Tua.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Now Tua. Tyreek Hill's got another one.
Complete to number 10, Tyreek Hill. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this, a little more pressure-packed for the win. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
So it's the Dolphins who are going to get the football first here as we are back underway now in overtime. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. They'll go right back to Wright. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. First throw of the OT session for Tua. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, I know you toward the middle of the field here, but still, fourth down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
There he goes, right side. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. It's Davis on the counter. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
What can Allen do now with his drive? And that nearly picked off. Oh, that would have been a big INT here in overtime. Instead, they'll get another shot on 3rd down.
And here in overtime, that had the potential to be the definition of a game-changing interception. But he couldn't find a way to pull it in. And that's a disappointment there.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. A dump off for Davis. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left to the upright. And we will play on here in overtime. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get in overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series broke everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is thrown at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
Tua to throw. Finding Washington. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And that throw behind his man, and he missed him, incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hands, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. A short one here, secured by the tight end, Waller. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
G, 21G. Ready.
Tagovailoa. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 40. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back from their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Here's Tua. He's got it. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he'll get nothing out of that one. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. And play will be stopped here with 10 seconds remaining in overtime as they've called a timeout. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And it'll be a good time at South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be.